Let's hold off on the Conley Woods talk for a second. Legacy on the other side. See Tarmogoyf, Dark Confident, Gatekeeper of Malakir, Hypnotic Spectre from Jonathan Cass. Basically, it looks like a update to the junk style list with adding in Hypnotic Spectre and Gatekeeper.
Yeah, I mean, these are some interesting cards to see here. We also see Pernicious Deed, which is something you wouldn't really expect from a deck that plays equipment and things like that. He has Dark Ritual, so that can let him, like Gatekeeper away, like very scary things like Emrakuls, things like that, even when they're played on the first few turns of the game.
He also has the classic opening possibility here of Dark Ritual Hippie. Or for that matter, if he gets really lucky, for those of you who remember this kind of thing, Dark Ritual, him to Torok Hippie. Now, Conley Woods. I see a Cranial Plating to go with his artifact creatures. I see an Arcbound Ravager to go with his artifact creatures. And then the artifact creatures are all infecty.
Oh, yeah. We have Plague Mirror, we have Necropede, we have Ichor Claw Mirror. Then we have Tanglewire, we have Crucible, we have Cranial Plating, we have Chalice of the Void, we have Umezawa's Jitte, Mox Opal, Mox Diamond, Sword of Fire and Ice, and get this, welcome to Legacy. Conley Woods is playing Throne of Geth.
Nice. Wasteland on Conley Woods' first land leaves Jonathan Cass up one land to Conley Woods nothing. Now Conley has a Wasteland of his own.
Yeah, Conley's going to play the Wasteland, and his opponent cracks, grabs a Bayou. Interested to see what happens here. He may have a Inquisition. And, it's interesting. I wonder if red is popular out here that he chose to play Inquisition over Thoughtseize.
Dark Confidant.
Turn 2 Confidant.
Oh, that card is so awesome.
It's pretty good. Now Conley plays a Plague Mirror. Pass the turn back to Jonathan. John forgot to reveal for his Confidant. No. Oh, that was his reveal. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was him playing his land. So, what's going on?
So,
a bit confused about what happened there, but
was he told to reveal his hand by the judge? We're gonna do some investigating and find out.
John plays a Sword Splashers, getting rid of that Plague Mirror.
In comes Bob, the Dark Confidant.
And Conley will drop to 18 here. Now, John is at 16, but that is probably irrelevant. Let's see what Conley has here.
Okay. We're going to do a quick, we're having the judges quickly just check to make sure that the Dark Confidant handling of the last turn is done properly. The revelation of the hand earlier, I'm not sure if that was kind of an old school way of handling what used to be with the Dark Confidant misreveal. Because that was a long time ago, I think, that it used to be done that way. Like, Rashad says, with wide eyes, a long time ago.
That's not that long ago.
It's pretty long.
It's like 3.5 years ago. Hasn't been done that way.
There we go, okay.
All right, game's continuing.
Guess it's nothing bad, and we've got a proper revelation. And then he draws.
He reveals Marsh Flats. I was Dark Confidant.
There's an Umezawa's Jitte at the other side of the table. Jitte, Jit. I know that there is a proper Japanese pronunciation of that word. I have not bothered to learn it in all of these years.
What if it's just nah?
I think it probably has some sound that is close to Jitte, somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there?
Or Jit.
Jit's so good. Now, what's pretty cool, though, is that Conley's deck has the ability to, use these Jit counters, like, exceptionally well. He can, when he pumps his guy, it's essentially +4/+4, because he's Infect.
That Wasteland hits play, and it looks like it has lot of opportunities there to do something. He kills the Jit. I almost feel like I would have considered killing a land here at this point.
Yeah, I definitely kill a land.
I mean,
you
the
have
Jit
Wasteland
isn't doing
for the other
anything.
one. And now Conley's going to need to Wasteland that Wasteland, I think, and then play a Necropede. And that's his line of play here.
When you get a Dark Confidant going, if it's unopposed, it's so reminiscent of a Jace that's unopposed.
Oh, yeah, it's almost the same thing. Your opponent can just run away with the game.
Conley's ways to handle this this Bob are actually very limited. Game 1, he has to get a equipment on a creature, whether it's Sword of Fire and Ice or Umezawa's Jit, and if he doesn't do that, basically that Bob is going to run rampant. And against a deck that has Swords, Vindicate, even Jits of his own, that's just very unlikely that that's going to happen. This Bob's going to run the whole table.
Yeah, and post-board he gets Contagion Clasps.
Contagion Clasp will do the work.
It will kill a Bob.
Contagion Clasp.
That's what you really expect in Legacy. Conley's draw is a lot less explosive than you would expect it to be.
He doesn't have... I mean, he's got Ancient Tomb and City of Traders for Explosion, right? And I guess he's got Mox.
He has 5 Moxen. He has like Chalice, things like that. Like, and you know, he has City. I mean, he has Wasteland with Crucible. He has Tangle Wire. I mean, he's just, his deck has a lot of action.
I mean, it basically looks like there's a lot of the kind of just Type 1 style mono brown going on. As best as he can. He's got 5 Moxes. Though I imagine in Type 1 you might run 6 Moxes. Here we have Wasteland, and it looks like a Jit again.
Jit. Yep. This opponent reveals another land.
Yep, that is a very uncruel Bob. Yeah. Tarmogoyf and Bob in play versus an empty table, essentially. It looked like that was a Nexus and then a spell. He's moving the cards a little bit fast for me to be able to tell what that spell is.
I believe it's a Mox Opal.
And then second Tarmogoyf in play.
Yeah, Conley's going to take some damage here, but Conley on his next turn is going to activate his Inkmoth Nexus, play the Mox Opal, and then play a land and equip the Jit and attack.
You okay? And there we're going to see the death of Bob, most certainly. And Conley's at a high enough life total that the Tarmogoyfs are not going to immediately kill him.
Yeah, I mean, they come close. And I mean, you have to also remember that the Blinkmoth Nexuses can actually pump his Inkmoth Nexus.
Yep.
Interestingly enough. Now, decides, okay, yeah, I'll bite. I'll kill the Confidant. Go ahead. Chit just has so much power.
Yeah. One poison for Jonathan Cass. I mean, Conley could kill him in 2 swings. He just doesn't look like he's going to get that kind of time.
Conley got to 12 here.
Yep.
But he's going to eat some damage from these Goyfs. And,
almost dead after that hit.
Probably going to put him to 2, I believe.
And there's a Mox. And he's got a Blink and an Ink.
Yeah. Doesn't look like it's going to be quite enough.
Okay, so what is... Yeah, I don't think there's any outs at this point left in his deck.
All right. And I wonder what lucky draw here.
Like I said, I don't think there's any outs left.
Yeah, doesn't seem likely to me.
And there you go. It's a Ravager in his hand. To the next.
Backing it up to the next game.
His options, he's going to bring in Contagion Clasp. Does he
Definitely.
bring in Relic of Progenitus as a anti-Tarmogoyf card?
Probably. I'm surprised there aren't more of that card in here. He also is not playing Corpse Cur. It apparently has been crossed out here from the sideboard. So
There it is, though, written on the sideboard and very aggressively crossed out.
that almost doesn't look like Conley's handwriting, the crossing out the Corpse Cur. That may have been one of his friends furiously.
Well, as a result of that Corpse Cur being knocked out, it looks like he got 2 Pithing Needles and a Sword of Fire and Ice into the deck.
Nice. I gave him food yesterday.
So, besides Conley playing a really interesting deck here, I'm going to share with you a little small revelation. He's also incredibly nice. He came by earlier and just gave Jacob Van Lunen a breakfast sandwich. Just decided, you know, hey, Jacob Van Lunen, you deserve a breakfast sandwich. I like you.
For the record, I gave him cookies last night. Yeah, he's just paying it forward.
Isn't that paying it back?
I guess you're right. I'm a different person every day, though, so...
Well, you know, it takes 7 years for you to be a different person, I think. You've still got some of the cells you had yesterday. Now, on the other side of the table, Jonathan Cass has access to Engineered Plague, I guess, could hit Mirror, if he wanted to go that direction.
That's got to be huge, right?
Croson Grip also seems very effective.